Well, of course, we all know how important our health is, but it comes at a cost. And what exactly is that cost? New research has found Australians are forking out a whole lot more than the UK and New Zealand for essential medications. Now, many drugs, some needed just to stay alive, can cost more than double here than they do overseas. It's kind of remarkable. And Nine's Laura Tunstall is here with more on this revelation. We're used to things being expensive, of course, in Australia, but we're talking about life-saving drugs here. It's absolutely ridiculous.
It is staggering, Wendy, and to think that something like medicine is, as you say, a necessity and that we're paying that much more. Now, this research has been carried out by Choice, by ACOS and by the Consumer Health Forum of Australia, and they've found that for some specific drugs, we're actually paying more than 10 times the price of what those same drugs are available for in the UK. Yeah, absolutely unbelievable. We can have a look at some of those drugs now. This one here is an anti-clotting drug. It's sold under the name of Plavex, is what a lot of people would know it as. And you can look at the price there, $11 in Britain and $32 in Australia. So nearly 3 times the amount for that one. This is an anti-cholesterol drug, also known as Lipitor for people at home. $11 in Britain, $53 in Australia, which is a remarkable difference. This drug is to treat reflux, so you can imagine a lot of families possibly use this drug. $13 in Britain, $26 in Australia. And of course, for a lot of these drugs, they're treating chronic conditions, so they're the kind of medication that people are on for quite a long time. So you can imagine how much that cost would add up for families who are taking these over a long period of time. In fact, the research actually shows that 15% of Australians have struggled to pay for their prescription medication. And we'll hear from Choice now to hear what they have to say.
Medicines are not a luxury item. If you've had medication prescribed for your kids or for yourself, it's something you have to take. It's unfair that we pay more, and it's particularly unfair that one of the reasons we pay more is because price drops in the cost of prescription drugs aren't being passed on to consumers.
So are we stuck paying the prices, or is there a way around this?
The federal government has recently announced a change to its price disclosure policy, which means that instead of monitoring prices every 18 months, they'll now be monitoring it every 12 months. So
it's a bit better.
Hopefully that means that if we do see these changes happen overseas, it might be a little bit quicker that we get the effect here in Australia.
That would be nice. Laura, thank you very much.
Thanks, Wendy.
Appreciate it.